There we go. There. Okay. Hello, everybody. Welcome back to some more Final Fantasy XVI. Last time we did a hell of a lot of side stuff. We actually killed some of the S rank hunts. Those were definitely a thing, and my god, is Willowike's gonna be extremely important in freaking New Game Plus. I can already tell. Wait. Wrong one. At the very end, all of a sudden, Lord Byron's manservant suddenly wanted our help over at Martha's. It's up there.
My Lord Marquis, it is you? Then you received my letter?
Of course. We met once before.
Yes, my lord. Thank you for coming.
And what was so sensitive that you couldn't put it in writing?
1,000 apologies, my lord. I did not mean to offend. I merely...
It's all right. Continue.
I am here at Martha's Rest, at the behest of your lord uncle, tasked with learning what I am able of the realm's current state of affairs. And what I have learned is grim. The fall of the Mother Crystals has left Storm in a state of utter disarray. The subsequent darkening of the heavens has only made things worse. Akashic attacks, once unthinkable, are now commonplace.
We are aware.
The gears of governance have ground to a halt, and without a steady hand on the tiller, the realm threatens to drift into utter chaos.
I hate to break it to you, we're already
Your
there.
lord uncle, however, believes there is a way to avoid this fate, and is determined to see it set in motion.
That sounds like quite the undertaking.
It is. Hence my having enlisted the aid of several colleagues serving the 7 high houses. Alas, I have lost contact with 2 of those colleagues already. They are both able-bodied and trained in the sword, yet in these dark times, even that may not prove sufficient to keep a man safe on the road.
This is why we can't have
So
nice
you want me to
things.
find them? I'll need to know where they went.
One I sent to investigate the Republic, the other the old Imperial capital of Oriflamme.
That doesn't exactly narrow it down. I suppose I'll start in Dalamil and work my way east.
Thank you, my lord. I shall pray for your success and safety.
Back to good old Dalamil. Wonder if Ludor knows anything.
It's not going to
Okay.
be easy finding one man in an entire republic. Let's hope someone here's seen something.
We're not really searching for him in Dalamil anymore. We're going off to the southern route.
The gentleman of the town guard was
Yes, hopefully it isn't too far away from the town, right?
Someone's got himself in trouble.
Haven't I killed you a lot already?
I don't see your master here, so you can start by giving us all the coppers in your purse.
I already told you, I have nothing.
Then maybe we'll take that pretty outfit and the steel you're wearing.
Please! These men are trying to rob me!
I'll deal with this.
Thank you.
You that one's master, then? If you'd kindly pay the coin he owes us, We can pretend you didn't draw your blade on Republican soldiers.
Or you can go back to your garrison and I won't report you to your captain.
Oh, you're more than welcome to. He hasn't had many visitors since we slit his throat.
Great.
Waken!
We're just having fun flying around right now. And you go after the one that isn't trapped right there. Dumbasses don't know who they messing with.
I'd expect as much from Hugo's faithful, but these were men of the fist.
Much has changed in the Republican army since they lost their rock.
You've seen this kind of thing before then?
Many times. I was sent here to observe the situation.
You're one of Rutherford's men. He sent me to look for you.
Well, then you have my thanks. I fancy I could defend myself against one, perhaps two, but a whole regiment. I arrived in Dalimil several days ago, but when I called upon the captain of the local garrison to make inquiries, his men confiscated my effects and locked me in a cell.
The captain is no more. And his men make the rules now.
I heard.
Fortunately, I was able to bribe my way free. Only to be stopped again by those soldiers you so kindly dispatched.
What of the Fist's central command? Surely they wouldn't allow such lawlessness amongst their ranks.
I would imagine they are unaware of it. Most of the army has fallen back to the capital and hunkered down behind her walls. Those who weren't recalled now rule the fringes unchecked, answering to no one but themselves.
Then it's worse than we imagined. You should return to Rosaria. It's not safe here.
I'll find a caravan heading north. You won't mind if I borrow one of these soldiers' coin purses?
They aren't using it.
Not at all. Now, to find this second associate of Rutherford's. If he was bound for Oriflamme, I'll start at Northreach and see if I can pick up his trail.
At least
There's
this
a lot
one's
of roads
closer
between
by
here
than
and the
the last
capital.
one.
Rutherford's man could be anywhere.
Thank you, quest markers. And I miss him while looking away for a second.
What happened here?
If you're with the others, they've already relieved me of my belongings.
I'm not. I'm looking for someone who was sent here by a man named Rutherford.
And then you found him. I'm Alistair Rockford, attendant to the Lady Ariane of House Wellesley.
Of the 7 high houses of Rosaria. It's been a long time since last I saw my great-aunt. Is she well?
My Lord Marquis? Yes. Yes, she is. The Lady Dowager has granted me leave to assist your Uncle Stuart. I was on my way back from the old capital when I saw some villagers being robbed on the road here.
Bandits.
They looked more like field hands, but it didn't matter in the end. I did what I could to help the victims, but all it earned me was a pommel to the temple.
Which way did they go?
South, toward the gate.
All right. I'll take care of them. Founder knows I've met enough of their kind. You head back to Northreach, visit the Vale, tell them I sent you.
Thank you. I shall. Founder be your shield.
Time to go kill some more robbers.
They just couldn't resist, could they?
Oh, my aerial blast isn't even up again yet.
This one's ours, pretty boy.
Damn it, I totally got that, I swear. Wait, Spring Heel Jack? I was expecting that reference. And dead.
Make for the town while you can. There may be more bandits nearby.
You don't need to tell me twice. Many thanks, traveler.
This looks to be all of them.
I thought I told you to make for the Vale.
And stand by as ill might befall the heir to the ducal throne.
It's just Clive, and I'm fine. Which is more than can be said for you.
I will survive.
Strange that the garrison wouldn't intervene in such a brazen attack so close to their gates.
The garrison have their hands full inside the city. Some days they don't even send out patrols. There are few hands left to work the fields, and even fewer to transport the grain. The market stalls are nearly bare, and the price for what remains is exorbitant. It's not uncommon to see a fight break out over a crust of bread. When I said the ones who attacked me didn't have the look of bandits, I meant it. They were probably just desperate.
Rockford, listen to me. If you are to continue your investigation, you first need to seek the attention of a healer.
Of course. I shall return to Northreach right away. But allow me to thank you first. Had you not happened along,
Don't thank me. Thank Rutherford. It was he who sent me.
I suppose he'll be wondering where I've got to. I shall send a Bastolus as soon as I'm able. Good day.
My uncle certainly has his work cut out for him. If it isn't already too late. I should go and tell Rutherford that his colleagues are still in one piece.
That it for this side quest? Or is he gonna tell me that there's a third we gotta go find? God, it always surprises me how fast this game loads sometimes. Usually when the game's loading, that's when I take a chance to like look off to my screen and see what's going on over there. Usually have enough time to
I see you're still
not
here.
even affect anything.
The Rest's location affords a constant flow of traders, and with it, a constant flow of information. Speaking of which, I received word from both my associates. They have resumed their investigations, thanks to you.
I only happened to be in the right place at the right time. They both seem to think the realm's prospects rather grim.
I am afraid that grim would be putting it lightly. Storm is in crisis, and if we are to free her, we must work quickly. And we must work together. Such is your Lord Uncle's wish.
As it is mine.
What the heck? Oh yeah, that's Bahamut's thing. I haven't really tried using that. I've never liked flamethrower moves. Oh look, oh, I was about to say, oh look, we found another cutscene. But I guess not.
We can use the ruins to cross the ravine.
Assuming they will allow it. The Echoes have a will of their own.
I have my own ways of negotiating with Echoes. It's got set way freaking high. You know, Josh, well, you did need to go blasting the whole laser beam thing. I assure you, I had it. Is that an actual attack from the fall?
Get him!
Dude, I guess that still worked.
It's over.
Tell us about Yote, Joshua.
She's strong-willed, loyal, and deadly with a blade. Much like Clive, but with better manners.
Looks like the side quest is like right in our path. No joy.
Very well.
Dealing with birds today. For the most annoying enemies in the freaking trials. Just because most of them love just like hanging out on the periphery, spamming spells in your general direction off screen. Which is always fun. You seem oddly okay, especially with like, you know, that dead chocobo with the monsters over there.
injured. What happened here? Where are your comrades?
Ether flood. Up ahead. It swallowed our camp while we slept. My own men did this. Turned every last one of them. There's a village not far from here. Tabor. The people were kind to us. It's only a matter of time before they won't stand a chance.
Convenient given where we're going.
We can't let those monsters reach the...
I'll go. You catch your breath.
Thank you. Our encampment is up ahead. Just off the track. They must not reach Tabor. Forgive me, Lord Kuka.
Rest well, soldier.
This does make things slightly awkward.
You said the encampment was close. Let's hope they can.
Guessing that's Tabor's, it's
Still
got
there.
a shop.
Another ether flood. They're everywhere now.
We can't go round it.
Then we'll just have to be careful.
Good. I got here in time.
I think I broke the lightning rod when I went in again. Like, oh, I not seem to be doing much triggering here. They're about to be tough. I'm gonna actually have like everything on cooldown.
Is someone there? Please, I can't move my leg.
That doesn't sound like an Akashic.
I mean, the Akashics don't talk, so yeah.
You're with the battalion?
I am. I heard the fighting. Are the others?
Taken care of. One of your brothers in arms told me what happened and asked for help.
Another survivor? Where is he? Tell me.
His wounds were too deep.
He was right to send you. Those things you slew are no longer my brothers. Tabor is safe thanks to you. Here, you've earned it.
That's
You
a lot of
seem
ash.
Familiar. Have we met?
You must have me confused with someone else.
Wait.
That scar. Son of a whore. You're Sid. I was there in Cosnis when you killed my brothers. I was there in Rosalith when you killed my commander.
My war with Hugo Kupka is over. I bear no ill will toward those who followed him.
And what of my ill will? Coward! Draw your steel. Lord Kupka shall be avenged!
When your wounds have healed and your head has cooled, come and find me if you must. Though I hazard your life would be better spent in service of those who need it. Or have you forgotten your oath to the Republic?
My oath? What would you know of oaths?
I know how hard they are to keep. Which is why I'm giving you the chance to keep yours.
Along with your head.
No. I won't be deceived. Lord Kupka told us of your crimes. You are an outlaw. A murderer, not some
man. Like you or anyone else.
I am nothing like you. But if you're not gonna kill me, then go. Leave! Just know that I will find you, Sid. Someday.
I guess that's it for that side quest. Now that I think about it, we haven't had a follow-up with the stuff in, what was that, Lost Wing? Lost Wind? The place over here. Lost Wing. Where him and his people were going to war and all that shit. They like get some way markers to get us to go places around here, don't they?
We're nearly there.
Have you been to Tabor before?
There are a few places I haven't.
Welcome, travelers. We don't get many visitors here in Tabor.
Where now, Joshua?
There is a residence just inside the city gates. She awaits us within.
Hold up, I see a merchant with new stuff.
Are you buying or selling?
Huh.
Anything
that
else?
One can actually be upgraded to a point where it'd actually be useful. No, the diamond armlet doesn't.
Go safely.
At some point, you need to like make a rounds on all the different merchants for the Orchestrion stuff.
My Lord Marquis, it is an honor. I am Yote, Knight of the Undying, charged with the protection of His Grace Joshua Rosfield, Keeper of the Flame of the Phoenix.
Of course. It all makes sense now.
Would you care to elaborate?
The Undying are loyal servants to the ducal throne. Or more specifically, to its heir. They have served our family for generations, albeit from the shadows.
Since their inception, they have been tasked with the preservation and enactment of the rites of ancestral communion. After the events at Phoenix Gate, it was the Undying who delivered me to safety. And since the day I left Rosaria, Yote has been my constant companion and protector. Without her sword, I would not have survived my journey across the realm.
Rise, Lady Yote. You saved my brother. I owe you a debt I can never repay.
I but did my duty.
Come now. Tell us what you've discovered.
Your Grace. It is as you feared. The vessel we spied off the coast of the Crystalline Dominion on the night of her fall. It was the Einherjar. Beyond any doubt.
Did we get to see that?
The Black Galleon.
Joshua, the Einherjar is the Royalists' flagship. What business would they have in the Dominion?
Fiddling while it burned?
Upon learning of Waloed's involvement in recent events at Drake's Fang, I sensed the malign influence of Ultima, and bid Yote and the Undying look into the matter.
We have reason to believe that the Black Galleon weighed anchor shortly after the fighting began, and set a course due south.
For Canva. Then it is Waloeda knights who besiege the cities.
What is left of them, yes. And the Black Galleon sails at but one man's behest. Barnabas Tharm.
Meanwhile, a place we haven't seen with people we haven't met.
Safe here in the Agora. The city guard have been paid, if that's what you're implying.
All the more reason for them to run.
Well, you are free to leave, Lord Minister.
Markets abandoned, warehouses aflame, blackened hulls choking every port in the capital. Canva is ruined.
The realm teeters on the brink of chaos, and all you can think about is commerce.
Forgive us. We were not aware Dhalmekia now subsisted on charity.
How dare you?
Distinguished members of the Council, you must forgive His Majesty this intrusion.
What is the meaning of this?
A trifle crowded, but I fear it will have to serve, my liege.
Very well.
My colleagues, do you not see? The king! He has come to save us from the Akashi.
Yeah, no.
He is a gift from the heavens, divine intervention, our very salvation.
And of course, if it is compensation he requires, we would be most willing to negotiate a fair price for services rendered.
Fools. Your ignorance unbecomes you.
Your Majesty, correct me if I'm wrong, but I would swear that the fiends washing the cobbles of Canva with the blood of her citizens wear the colors of Waloed. Ha! So you do not deny it. Guards, fetter them, and see our guests to the dungeons!
Frickin' Odin, dumbass!
Enough.
Seriously, what did you expect to happen?
Creatures. That you should imagine yourselves worthy of salvation. The girl is still here, somewhere in the city. Her consciousness fair dripping with her late father's hubris. A consciousness to which Mythos is inextricably bound and inexorably drawn. See that he is made welcome.
Yes, Your Majesty.
Come, Mythos. Surely the prince's light cannot have sated you. So then, how long has Waloed been under Ultima's control?
How long indeed? Based on what we know of Barnabas's actions, I would guess some few years, mayhap more.
But to what end? What does Ultima want?
The tapestry. Show them.
I carry this around with me at all times. You know, this giant ass tapestry. Or are we supposed to believe that this thing was like always here?
By the flames.
Phoenix Gate, Drake's Breath, and now here. But what is it?
It is old, ancient, even. Naught remains of the faith it represents, save what can be gleaned from the image itself. None could tell me what the one in the apothecary meant, even the Undying. But I believe it may be the key to discerning Ultima's purpose. That figure in the center, the one beneath whom the icons congregate, that I believe to be Ultima. He is a god, or at least godlike, his very existence beyond our ken. The icons, and by extension their dominants, are meant to be his subjects, and while some, like Barnabas, have accepted this role, others have rejected it, like you, Clive, which is rather inconvenient, as it appears he needs you most of all. And gods don't like to be disobeyed.
No, I don't suppose they do.
Clive, may I tell Yote of the lake?
By all means.
Yote, I will be accompanying my brother to the Free Cities. Whilst we are afield, I would have you watch over those Clive has made his wards. Omielos delan tuisag ilith. Though well concealed, the hideaway lacks trained fighters to defend its occupants should they be discovered.
But it is my duty to...
As it has ever been my brother's duty, remember.
If that is your wish, Your Grace. But please be safe. If aught were to befall you,
You have my word.
But let's face it, I'm slated to die at some point here.
Farewell, my lord, my lady.
We are in your debt, Yote.
Let's find our friends.
Let me get side quests pop up. How did I freaking know?
She cares for you very deeply.
Oh, for a second there, I thought some were gonna pop up at the freaking hideaway.
I had to let her go.
Opportunity beckons. Who among you is Is that blade for hire, perchance? Because I have a mind to make a killing.
Figuratively, I hope.
Well, yes and no. A passing caravan carried with it a rumor most fortuitous for one in my trade, that an elder Dread Evis had been sighted in the fields of Korava. Dread Evis are aggressive beasts. Compelled as they are to acts of violence, few survive to maturity, but those that do develop a hide of phenomenal value.
A hide you want to sell?
Eventually, yes. Though I would have it tanned first that it might be crafted into marvels the likes of which the world has never seen. Dread Evis skin is a rare thing indeed. But the worked hide of a well-aged beast, now that would fetch such coin that Gilbert himself might weep with envy. Bring me that beast's skin, and I will share with you the bounty of our combined labors.
Sounds like a side quest for a new piece of armor.
All right. I'll hunt your Evis.
Of course you will. When one lives in such troubled times, it is a fool who lets opportunity slip his grasp. Leave Tabor through the east gate, but take the path that branches west. Once you reach the checkpoint at Tovany, you are a mere stone's throw from the fields of Carava. I eagerly await your safe, and above all, triumphant return.
Oh, that has a completely different meaning usually. So we could just go to Trevost, and that would probably make it an easy route. Here we go. That one looks high up, so we probably need to find some stairs.
Beneath the flood, yes.
How are those new boots treating you?
You! Finally. No one was paying me this slightest
Antiquarian? What is this? Darkest Dungeon?
At the university, the students would hang on my every word. Sadly, this far from home, I'm just a vagrant graybeard.
Oh no, I remember the last time I met someone like you.
You're a scholar.
A specialist in ancient cultures. The most accomplished in all Valisthea, some have said. Not that I look the part in these tattered rags. In my heyday, no obstacle could have kept me from my studies. Yet here I am, a wizened windbag, bested by the many steps of Tabor. The answers I seek lying just beyond my enfeebled reach. Would you do an old man a kindness and brave the stairs in my stead? You'll be amply rewarded, of course.
My greatest enemy. Stairs.
Climb the stairs and...
And memorize a few inscriptions for me. Assuming you know your letters, that is. Some courteous soul is rumored to have carved clues to Tabor's rich history into stones dotted about the village. 3 of them, to be precise. 1 each to the north, south, and east. I'm here in the hope that those carvings might shed light on a riddle I've been pondering for some time. Namely, the otherwise undocumented origins of Tabor's unique people. People quite unlike those of neighboring lands.
I can't promise I'll remember everything perfectly.
Remember what you can. I'll piece together the rest. Make for the domed pavilions, and you'll have no trouble finding the stones.
Southern stone inscription, northern stone, eastern stone.
How are those new boots treating you?
Pretty. This might be one. Fire the crystal, the first stones of Tabor. Sacred, hold thy noble blood till ends the mother's labor.
No history would be complete without mention of the mother crystals.
So it's these stones to Canva, and the rest of the boxes to Delta.
Really hope people don't mind me taking their stuff.
Not a scratch on them.
From the sound of it and all the leather workers we find, this is probably a leather town. Smell must be lovely. Wanderers of the Golden Plain, lay your roots in stone. With pride recall thy noble past and make these rocks a home.
What Golden Plains might the wanderers have called home, I wonder?
Hopefully I don't have to like fully remember this, because we'll go on.
It has indeed.
Children of the hunters, now tillers of the land, reap her promised blessing and give praise her gracious hand.
Farmers must have settled here in Tabor. I should speak to the old scholar before I forget everything I've read. The engravings were in good repair considering their age.
Oh, would that I could have seen them for myself. Oh, come, don't tease me now. What did you learn of this place and its people? Let's start with the engraving to the south, shall we? What did it say?
Oh no, need to remember.
Guardians of the Crystal, the first stones of Tabor, sacred hold thy noble blood, till ends the mother's labor. I'm pretty sure that was it.
Fascinating. It would seem the founders of this city were descendants of those fallen charged with protecting the mother crystals. But whatever could have driven the Guardians so far from their sacred charges, I wonder? The engraving to the north is next, I think.
Wanderers of the Golden Plains.
Wanderers of the Golden Plains, lay your roots in stone. With pride recall thy noble past, and make these rocks a home. Or, I think that was it, at least.
No doubt you're right. There are vestiges of nomadic customs in Tabor its guardian roots could never account for. This is proving most enlightening. Now, for the final stone.
I believe it was this one, now tillers of the land.
Children of the hunters.
Yep.
Now tillers of the land. Reap her promised blessing, and give praise her gracious hand. That's all three.
And so, we add primitive farmers to Tabor's founding peoples, the final piece of the puzzle. 3 engravings, one for each of the 3 peoples to have settled Tabor in ancient times. Guardians of the Mother Crystal, wanderers from across the plains, and last but certainly not least, hunters turned farmers. Little wonder it was so difficult to trace the roots of Tabor's culture. Those roots reach down through 3 distinct traditions. Nonetheless, one cannot help but wonder why this fact is not better known among scholars, given that the stones stand here for all to see.
Too many stairs, perhaps.
Ha! Too many by far. Here, and thank you.
Nobody likes stairs. A goblin coin. Guy.
Run like the wind.
Come on, D-Bird, let's do this. Kinda doubt hunting this thing is gonna be worse than frickin' Svarog yesterday. Hi there.
Old he may be. Looks like there's still plenty of fighting in yet.
finished.
Well, that was easy. Here's our Avis skin. Thick scaled hide of an Avis claimed by some to be as old as the mountains themselves. Those look like they seem but a decade or two.
This thing reeks. The sooner it's off my hands, the better.
Back to Tabor.
Here's your hide, as requested.
I worried you might never return. Quickly, let me see it. Oh, as supple as a maiden's cheek, yet as adamant as her virtue.
Interesting
This
metaphor.
is everything I had hoped for, and more. Clearly, my trust in you was not misplaced. You must be a hunter of considerable talent to have bested the beast with nary a scratch. Join me as my honored partner. With my means and your might, we shall be as wealthy as the merchant kings of Zemeckis.
I don't plan on making a habit of this. I'm busy enough as it is.
Very well. Though I believe fate had a hand in our meeting, it would be unbecoming of me to beg. Do not allow me to keep you from being about your business. Here, for the hide.
More bloody hide. I was joking. God.
Cyril. How fares the search?
Well, Your Grace, my report shall be with you ere long.
Ah, yes. Yotei is otherwise engaged, at my behest.
And the duty of wardenship?
Fulfilled. For as you see, I've been reunited with my first shield.
I am Cyril, Knight of the Undying and bearer of the Burning Quill, charged with chronicling the mortal deeds of His Grace, Joshua Rosfield, Keeper of the Flame of the Phoenix, and rightful Archduke of Rosaria.
I entrusted Cyril
throw
here
around there.
with overseeing the investigation into Ultima's origins. Findings from his brothers and sisters afield are delivered here to be collated and catalogued.
Just how many Undying are there?
Enough.
Not nearly enough, milady. Yet we are glad to give our all in service to the Phoenix. Such is, and has ever been, our creed.
I see.
You have your associates, I have mine. But you may now think of them as ours. That won't be a problem, will it?
The Phoenix is our sun, and we but the shadows that quicken in his radiance. It is from the darkness that we serve, both him and now you. Pray accept this token.
First you gotta get one, yeah. Phoenix down!
For as long as you bear it, members of our order will reveal themselves unto you. If there is nothing further.
No. You are dismissed.
Your Grace.
Actually, shouldn't we, like, send him off to meet up with Tomes? I kinda feel like those two would have a lot to discuss.
We'll talk about this later. Cyril.
Okay, that did not make SideQuest pop up.
Seem very, You certainly keep strange bedfellows, Joshua.
Like, we're one to talk.
The free cities under siege.
Oh. Okay, so this is the way back to the Dalamil kind of region. Interesting. Oh, kind of how like this low path over here goes to the South Velcroy Desert. I could lead over here, although that looks blocked up. Let's see if we could actually level 4 this. Curious. There we go. Okay, that fills up 2 gauges. Okay, so it stops our charging, but we still, like, increase some of it. God, really? FPS. Okay. Mega flares per second, I guess is what it's supposed to be. It's still going! Another area. Oh yeah. Probably links up over here, but it's inaccessible for now. Oh, we can't actually charge it up unless we're, yeah. Unless a fight has actually started. Okay. Fights are gonna have this forest. Damn it. Oh, not bad. Make it flare, don't stop.
Clive. Smoke. Is the city fallen?
Look at what we saw earlier, probably. God damn it, why does everyone but us have to suck so bad?
The free men are still holding their own, then.
Do we have any idea where Gav and the others might be?
There's a warehouse near the docks where we agreed to meet if there was any trouble. We should hurry.
Oh no. Side quests. All over the place, what the hell?
If we're going to do this, we'll need...
Clive, your timing is impeccable. It just so happens that right at this very moment, we're in need of someone with your talents.
And what talents would those be?
Why, your fearlessness, and your skill with a blade.
Amy, what other talents do you really make use of in side quests?
Well, as I'm sure you're aware, when these dark skies swept over the Republic, so too did a wave of chaos and confusion. Randalar has been particularly badly affected. Many of the capital's bearers have lost their masters, or taken the opportunity to flee them. None remain free for long, of course. Most find themselves under the protection of the Fist before they get far. But the army too is in disarray, and finds itself unable to provide for its new charges. Which means it has been looking to sell.
And you've been looking to buy, to make sure these masterless bearers remain that way.
Precisely. It's the perfect opportunity to free dozens more, and for an attractive price, no less.
So where does my skill with a blade come in?
Though we may have the funds to buy these bearers, we have nowhere to house them. So we've been searching for a place where they can be resettled. Somewhere far from the prying eyes of those who would see them enslaved once more. And we believe we have found one. Cashlock. A small hamlet hidden in a canyon. The place was abandoned a long time ago, but when the men moved out, the beasts moved in.
And so we seek the aid of a fearless swordsman to encourage them to look elsewhere. You'll help, won't you?
How could I refuse?
It's kind of my job.
Excellent. Theo, if you wouldn't mind making arrangements for the transportation of our guests, as we discussed.
Of course. Leave everything with me.
Sounds like you'll have your work cut out for you.
I will. We have an entire village to stock and furnish. Residents and all. Even if I begin right now, I'll be working day and night. So I'd better get started. Try to clear the place out before the wagons roll in, won't you?
I'll do my best.
You will find a village in Chedra's Thread, past Leitney's Cleft. My man there will open the gate for you.
All right. Wish me luck.
I'm sure you won't need it.
Probably be faster to just go back this way. Ah, they're referring to, huh? Where they go so deep? Don't wanna. Because these guys aren't a part of the other goblin village, you know, that we ran into with the Goblin Prince.
This must have been a nice place once.
And it will be again.
move the blade a little in there.
That's it.
We're playing past the monster here.
I think that's the last of them.
I think you're right. Let's head back to Boklat.
Thankfully, it's just a hop, skip, and a jump.
Something the matter, Theodore? Quiet.
Those are our terms. I trust that you will give them your full consideration.
I shall. Thank you.
Is a bitch negging on a deal?
Him again.
Someone you know?
Yes. And, no. But enough about him. How did you fare down in Cashlock?
It's done. The village is safe now.
You made quick work of it, as always.
I should go and let Eloise know.
Don't let me keep you. But Clive, don't tell her I was watching her, will you? She'll only get upset. I'll explain everything once you've finished with your report.
All right. We'll speak then. Eloise, I just got back from Cashlock. The village should be safe now.
Thank you, Clive. Here, something for your trouble. Well then, now that you have laid the groundwork for our little project, I suppose we'd better finish the job. The first thing we'll need to do is make sure our offer for the bearers is accepted.
You're still in negotiations?
We are. A trusted colleague has been dealing with the Fist on our behalf, but things have been trickier than we anticipated. I suppose it's to be expected. This is the army we're dealing with. Fighting's what they do. But we shall emerge victorious in the end.
Well, if you need any help, you know where to find me.
I'm not sure I do. But thank you, all the same.
More crafting materials.
Ah, Clive.
You wanted to talk?
The man I was watching earlier, the one speaking to my sister. He represents the Silver Peak Consortium. It's one of the bigger trading houses.
I don't think I've heard of them.
Well, every trader in Dhalmekia has. They operate across the length and breadth of the Republic. And they're still expanding. They've been trying to get Eloise to join their ranks for some time now. And judging by her reaction earlier, I'd say she had half a mind to accept their latest offer.
And you'd rather she didn't?
I would rather she did what makes her happy. And I would never deny her such an opportunity. Eloise saved me from slavery. And we have striven to save others like me ever since. But this was not the life my sister wanted, nor the one she deserves. I won't let her give up on her dreams again for my sake. She freed me from my bonds. And she must be freed from hers in turn.
You're a good man, Theo.
I have always been grateful for what my sister did for me. And I want to repay the favor by letting her live her own life. But each time an opportunity to do just that arises, she turns it down. For my sake.
She loves you.
And I love her. Which is why I want this time to be different. To show her that I don't need to be watched over anymore. Though I'm sure I'll still need some help from time to time. I trust that I can count on you.
Always.
Thank you, Clive. Well then, I had better get back to work. These bearers aren't going to move themselves. That's a job for the Crimson Caravans.
Alrighty then. Up. I'll be continuing this actual plot point that we got earlier.
I'll be taking you all to a storehouse in the Bales. Leave anything you don't need behind.
You know what you have to do. Clive, I fear that I must bid you farewell. As you know, our time grows short. The Lord Chief Justice's vultures are circling. We must strike now. Before we part, I want you to know that, though I may not always have been your most vocal ally, I trust you, as I trusted your predecessor.
Thank you. I appreciate the sentiment, and I understand more than anyone how you feel. But is revenge really the answer?
It is the one I found, and it is all that I have lived for since that day.
But what of Lostwing? Everything you've built.
I built Lostwing to achieve this aim. Once it is done, the village will have served its purpose. My comrades and I are sure of our cause, and we shall fight to the last, come what may. But there are those among us who cannot fight. Children, the elderly, bearers afflicted by the curse. I would place Lostwing in their hands, if I thought it would do them any good. But a village home only to the frail and the infirm is not likely to stay a safe haven for long. And so, Clive, I find myself turning to you once more. Will you take them to your hideaway, that they might live even should Lostwing die?
I will.
Thank you. I will not have it said that I did not see to the well-being of those who rallied to my cause. The people I speak of have withdrawn to Gotan's Bales, away from danger in case the Black Shields strike.
Understood. I'll make sure they get to the hideaway safely.
Then the last of my preparations are complete. Fare you well, Clive. And may Griga guide us. All of us.
For great justice!
Come then, brother. We are awaited in Gotan's Bales.
Wait, he's actually commenting on the side quest? Since when do you guys do that? Oh, we can actually some joke about. Here, oh, there you are.
Good girl.
Yeah! She's hiding in the darkness. Almost like she appeared from a cardboard box. And yes, I won't stop the solid snake jokes with Ambrosia.
That'll do, girl. Everyone, Quinton has asked that you come with me. He can no longer guarantee your protection, but I can. There's a safe place I can take you to.
Well, if that's what the Master thinks best. Sid, none of us would be standing here today if it weren't for Master Quinton. We owe him our lives. So we ain't about to start telling him what he should do with his. If he's saying we ain't safe in Lostwing no more, it's 'cause he ain't coming back. And if that's what has to happen, then so be it. I only hope he can see this through to the end. That we get to see justice done.
I hope so too.
Oi! You lot! Where's everyone else? They ain't already left, have they?
They've gone with Master Quinton.
Fuck! Fuck! Fuck!
What's wrong?
I've just come from the Justice's manor. We have to get Quentin to call off the attack. It ain't just the Black Shields protecting the place. He's got a guard dog and all. A fucking monster. They don't stand a chance against that thing. If I don't get the message to them, they're all gonna fucking die.
No. We can't let this happen. Sid! Don't worry about us. You've got to catch up with him. We can't let Quentin die before that bastard does.
All right.
Because of course, we're gonna get involved with the final battle of all
Where is this manor?
It's way over to the east, through the woods.
Oh, Heaven Hall!
Heaven Hall, he calls it.
That's over
Promise
near
us,
where
Sid.
the Bomb King was.
Promise us you'll do what you can.
You cannot catch me. Damn it. There's the actual turn off yet. There it is. It's kind of like we've been here several times already.
Clive, look.
Don't tell me we're too late. Quentin, are you all right?
No. But I am alive. Which is more than I can say for my comrades. They followed me without question all the way here. And they died. For nothing.
This must be the guard dog. Quentin. I'll hold it off. You go.
But
your comrades didn't die for nothing. They died for you. Don't let their sacrifice be in vain.
I won't.
Come on, then.
Critical.
That is no mere guard dog. No. It's just a rebel beast that needs to be put down.
Too far away. That attack was worse. It's already almost that Why did it miss so hard? Kind of mess up the order there. And it's dead. Hey, free Quarrel Whisker.
If only we'd arrived earlier. Is it over?
It is. He wept and begged for mercy. And I cut him from ear to ear. Just as I dreamed of doing all these years. All my plans. Building a haven in Lostwing. Freeing bearers from their chains and recruiting them to my cause. It was all for this. But what is this? Justice? My faithful comrades. All those lives lost. So that I might take another.
Quentin.
Master Quentin! Oh, thank Grieger you're safe.
You're alive.
And so are you. I'm so sorry. I tried to warn you about that thing. And I hate to say it, but there's more bad news. It's Lostwing. It's been flooded.
What? Lostwing. My Lostwing.
And look who's here.
They must have stolen in after we left, just before the flood struck. What if there are still people in there?
Don't be a fool!
Oh, crap.
Damn it. Richard's not going to last long in there. Then we finish this quickly.
Still down. We're supposed to be basically mindless. People can instinctively cast spells utilizing crystals. If they're a bearer, I could see like the argument there.
Hold on. I'm gonna get you out of here. Titan!
Finished. God, freaking impulse. Yeah, very good. Just by minions. There's the healing. I was just considering casting fist on him.
Over here.
Not necessary. Is that supposed to be like?
I need to get back to Quentin. Quentin! Quentin! Look at me! Thank the Founder. He hasn't turned. I'm going to get you out of here. Welcome back to the land of the living.
Is Lostwing?
The flood has filled the valley.
I see. Then all is at an end. A strange way to achieve one's life's ambition.
No, Master Quinton. Save your strength.
Why? All that I strove for is gone. Only emptiness remains. I have nothing left to live for.
What the heck are you on about? You've got us, ain't you? Don't try telling me you only freed us so you could get revenge. We're more than that to you, and we all know it.
I thought you weren't coming back. But I prayed, and you did. There's got to be a reason for that, right? Can't we just go back to how it was? You know, you looking after us all.
Your work ain't over yet, Master Quinton. We believed that you were the right man to lead us, and we still do.
Your village may be lost, but it seems your people aren't, so long as you remain to guide them.
But why? After what why would anyone follow me?
'Cause we're family, aren't we?
Family?
Yeah, and all our comrades who went with you, they felt the same. Lostwing weren't just a village. It was all of us.
It was. And as long as we're still here, it is too.
We can start again. Build a new Lostwing, right here in the Bales.
A fresh start. One life ends, and another begins. Why just a village? We could build towns. A nation, even. What's to stop us?
That's the Master Quinton we know.
Please. I am nobody's master. Quinton will suffice. After all, we are family. Permit me to withdraw my request. I will no longer be needing your help in looking after my people.
I'll pretend you never asked.
But you must be rewarded for your efforts on our behalf. You saved my life twice over. And more besides.
A bottle or two of your finest red will suffice.
Of course. Nothing but the best. And I have a feeling that this year's vintage will be the finest yet. If you don't mind waiting, that is.
I look forward to it.
The Lord knows that good shit takes forever. Ooh. Oh, we can wheel cooldown down. Whatever. And hey, another thing for the chamber. What's the problem in Martha's Rest then?
Ah, Clive. Just the man I was hoping to see.
Oh? And why is that?
You remember how some of Sir Wade's guardians took up residence here after the Akashic attacked? Well, now the rest have come to join him. Seems their barracks in the Lazarus have been lost to an ether flood. Now, I don't mind having a few more brave boys around to keep them animals at bay. I ain't daft after all. But we ain't got nowhere for 'em to bed down. Poor buggers are having to make do with haylofts and chocobo pens. I'd build 'em a new barracks here if I could. But where would I put 'em? There just isn't enough room up here on the rock. Which leaves us in a bit of a pickle. The people we're counting on to keep us safe are living like beggars.
I see.
And it isn't just that lot. There's bearers to think about too. There's been more and more of them turning up lately, coming from all over looking for safe haven. But there's only so many we can shelter with the room we've got. We can't keep cramming more and more people into less and less space. What we need is a new home for our new arrivals. And that's what I was hoping you might help me with. If it ain't too much of a burden, of course.
Rekindling
it's
the
no
flame.
burden.
Thank you, Clive.
So, where were you thinking of making this new home?
Well, I reckon we could do a lot worse than Eastpool.
Eastpool. It's been a long time since I thought about that place.
It was a tragedy, what happened. And if any of us could have done anything to stop it, we would have. But what's done is done. And those who lived there wouldn't have wanted the village they loved to be left in ruins.
I suppose you're right.
The blight might be pressing in, but I reckon it's got a good few years left in it yet. There's just one problem. A band of cutthroats have made it their den, and they don't seem like they'll be moving on in a hurry. Nasty bastards they are too. I've lost some good men to their raids. Would have sent someone to clear 'em out sooner if my boys didn't already have their hands full fending off the Akashic. But now we've got a few more Guardians of the Flame to call on. I reckon it's time we made our move. What do you say? Fancy leading a raiding party?
I do. Eastpool was once home to people I loved. I won't have bandits sully those memories.
Can I kill
I'll
those
gladly
bandits
drive
there
them out of
before,
there.
though?
And I know the men will gladly follow you. I've already shared a few thoughts with Sir Wade about how we might be able to win the place back. And I dare say he's got some ideas of his own too. Why don't you go and talk to him?
Of course.
I guess because of the dim near the area, now that I think about it, that would also probably prevent
Not just
Odin
yet.
flooding, right?
Let's hear Wade's plan first. So, Wade, it's good to see you well.
And you, Lord Rosfield. And you.
I spoke with Martha. She tells me you have plans to free Eastpool and make it your own.
That's right, though it was mostly her idea. I rather fear my men have been treading on her toes somewhat since joining us, not to mention each other's. And then there are the bearers, men and women who found the courage to flee their masters and sought refuge here. We need somewhere to settle them, and I can think of worse places than Eastpool.
As can I. Which is why I agreed to help you win it back.
That's very kind of you. I'd be most grateful if you would. With you beside us, we shall soon send that rabble of rogues running for the hills.
So, what can you tell me?
That thankfully there aren't too many of them. Fewer than a dozen at our last count. And rather less, thankfully, the road that leads there will more than likely still be crawling with Akashic. A small force would suffice to clear the village, but if the Akashic were to follow them in, that force could end up trapped between a rock and a very hard place indeed.
I'll head into Eastpool and deal with the bandits. You and the Guardians can stay outside the village and fend off any Akashic who come too close. Make sure I'm not taken unawares.
I can't ask you to bear all that risk yourself, my lord.
The Akashic are the bigger risk. I can handle a few bandits.
Do you remember what I am?
If you're sure, I shall summon my men at once.
Shall I wait for you here?
No need, my lord. You go on ahead. We'll be with you before long.
All right. I'll meet you at Eastpool then.
We shall see you there. And may victory await our coming.
Yes, we're evicting them.
We're not alone.
Knock, knock.
Who the hell are you? Kill them!
I only hit you like once or something?
That's the end of that then. Or maybe not. What's that thing doing here?
2 scoops.
Doesn't matter. It goes too.
Oh, that's right, it hits twice. What the hell? I don't really see like a touch that one. Bad time to get that.
Sword and stone!
I don't know, his tails are kind of and dead.
Any more surprises? I'll take that as a no.
Bravo. A magnificent display, my lord.
You were watching? I thought you were keeping an eye out for a Kashik.
We were. Put down more than a few on the road, then arrived just in time to see you slay that... whatever it was.
Let's hope it was the last of its kind. Though I expect you and the Guardians will be up to the challenge should another appear.
I would hope so, my lord.
Your men will be bringing the bearers who'll be living here, I assume. It might be best to send word for them to come right away, before any other unsavory characters move in.
Of course. I'll send orders for them to depart immediately. Leave it with me, my lord.
Sometime later...
Home. Without masters. No. We're the masters now. Our lives are our own at last.
That's all of them. And not a single Akashek in sight. Now to begin the important work of rebuilding the place. It won't be easy. Especially not after 5 years of beasts and blackguards having their wicked way with the place. The masonry might still be sturdy enough, but half the beams are rotted. Those that weren't lost in the fire or burned by the bandits, that is. It'll take a bit of elbow grease, but we'll see Eastpool rise again. Just you wait.
So wait. Lady Hannah is buried here. If you don't mind, I'd like Oscar to join the rebuilding efforts. He should be a part of this.
Of course. I couldn't agree more.
I'll let Martha know that everyone arrived safely. If you need anything more, you have only to send a Stolas.
And we will, my lord. Safe travels.
Eastpool lives again.
Let's go and tell Martha the good.
Back we go.
Ah, there you are. All went well then. Sir Wade told me you got rid of the bandits while his lot kept an eye out. Nicely done. And what's all this about some shape-shifting nightmare showing up? On second thoughts, don't tell me. It'll only give me nightmares of me own. What matters is you did it. And now we can build our new village.
I suppose it will be. What will you call it?
What else? Eastpool. Sir Wade said it best. There's plenty bad happened to that place, but that don't undo the good that happened there. No need to throw the baby out with the bathwater.
Did Wade say that?
Well, something along those lines. Anyway, the poor souls might have made it to Eastpool, but their work ain't done yet. So the way I see it, neither is mine. If it's food or lumber or strong backs they need, the rest is ready to provide it.
Thank you, Martha.
No, thank you. You didn't have to help us.
I wanted to.
Is this supposed to be like her final side quest? Oh, no. I was expecting us to get one of like the hideaway things, you know? The display stuff. Here, pop back real quick.
Did you see that? Tell me you saw that.
Hans! Oh no!
How may I help you today, Clive? All yours.
Let's do. Enclosed, you will find an item of high and strange order, one of whom I require, and I think no recompense. A reminder of where its loyalties are best placed.
Come again. I may have more for you.
Ah, okay.
Yeah.
Way to keep up your priming, huh? Or limit break. I completely forgot about this guy. Oh, last spring we were taken by the Aether Flood. However, we received reports that one yet survives, a little of their evil cause, delivering any bearer straight too close to his hiding place to a gruesome death. I see, therefore, prove much more of a match for than the curse breaker sent to slay him. Can't have that now, can we? Chocobo in here, alright. Bastard bee. I have a feeling. Really no fast way down. Dang it. There we go. There for like going down here. Oh. I've read that before. is this gonna be another, like, S-rank location, maybe, later? Oh, nope. I was right for the first part, alright. Great, it's a cannon in here. I hate these guys.
Bring out Japan! Let me and my daughter purge them of their sin!
Oh, I could see that he was doing something there. Hey, what? Damn it! It hits way faster than you think it does. When he does that, he has really fast freaking turn rate. You're not leaving. Nice try. Say, how the hell is he not stuck yet? Got him. Damn, almost got 40,000 there. Hey, Scarletite.
Your work here is done.
It's supposed to be south of Tabor. Didn't go this way.
Get him!
I told you. swear, with this section of the game, it's been like, do a little bit of plot, then all of a sudden, a whole bunch of side quests pop up. Repeat ad nauseum. That works.
This one. Titan!
Where are you, Lucky? Oh, this is the blocked off way. I think the animation broke a little there. Like the terrain around here is a bit rougher than
this one.
Seriously, Joshua, you don't need to do that.
I'll get surrounded.
Oh, it could also be over there. Oh, they talked about the path to the field of Cavor, didn't it? Oh, I'm an idiot.
Right.
Don't let me bother you, gentlemen. Oh, we found doggos. It's a rank C at this point. I'm surprised they bother still having rank Cs. Put it down. I totally messed that up. Actually finally killed one there. I am not paying attention. Yeah, my health.
Scared to mess with the leader of the pack, eh, boy?
Quick room back, get our HP back, then we can finally move on, right? There's a letter.
Did you see the pair that got hauled into tires?
Oh my. Ah, yeah, the town thanks for helping rid us of the thralls, but we are neither are so naive to think that we've seen the end of their like. Good Philippe has taken to seeing they are prepared should the ghouls come once again calling. Of worry the rank of captives began to weigh heavily upon his shoulders. Just as I imagine the same might be said of you and your burdens, but remember, should the weight ever become too much, you needn't stand alone. Our hearts and arms remain ever open as do the Vale's doors. The Garden League have put aside their differences for the time being, allowing us all leave to sip our snake spit in relative leisure. For that, I would hazard we have your better half to thank. She put on quite a performance. As for yours, well, from one aspiring thespian to another, might I suggest working on your delivery and your projection, and those stiff-limbed of yours and your countenance, and, well, everything else. We wouldn't want to do the same under Hilda's service now, would we? I regret that both you and the lump had to get all tangled up in the wicked weave of my sordid past, but thanks to your meddling, we've finally able to put to rest matters that were left too long to fester. And with that finally done, I can sit back and enjoy this new world of yours you're so keen on creating. One doesn't need a pair of eyes to see the good you've done. My Lord Marquis, in your absence shall I watch over my new charges, affording them every protection I am able. I only ask that you do the same for his grace. I cannot begin to thank you for all you've done for Lostwing, so in lieu of any awkward remerciements, I shall be sending several barrels of next season's vintage. I only hope they finally turn you off that foamy swill you and yours so covet. You'll take my ale from my cold dead fingers. Oh, there's the signboard. Only the Hangman, the tavern that sits at the heart of Lostwing, now in the depths of an ether flood. Like a hooded, bound, and starved man hung by the ankles, perhaps contemplating how he will take his vengeance on those who made him this way. Now that Quentin strives to build a new future for the remnants of his Lostwing family, perhaps the Hangman will rise again, but likely under a different name. Ornate brass censer from beyond the outer seas, gifted to Clyde by Charon for his assistance in clearing your name. Right, the cantaker's shopkeep, one packed with her. Oh, I think we already read this one. Just like not here. Okay. We good?
Sounds like thunder.
You're late. We're starting to think you'd stumbled off a cliff.
I seem to recall that was you, Gav.
Good to see you. Any trouble on the road?
Nothing we couldn't handle.
I knew you'd come. Is that who I think it is?
Yes.
Allow me to introduce my brother, Joshua.
Clive's told me all about you. Or even listening most of the time. Name's Midadol, but everyone calls me Mid.
My
lady.
I don't think that's what she was expecting.
My boy.
Uncle Byron.
It's really you. I never thought I'd see the day.
So these Akashic are being controlled?
That's what it looked like. Empty eyes, eerie blue glow. No doubt they were turned, but silent as monks, every last one of them.
Your man here speaks true, Clive. We saw more than a few in this city. They moved in ranks with a purpose, and not of their own.
Ultima's doing.
Perhaps.
What of the city? The people?
Dead, mostly.
Mostly, but not all. A handful managed to lock themselves in their villas before the Horde arrived. Some in the Merchants' District to the west, and a few others on the far bank.
If the Akashic stumble across either hiding place, a few bolted doors won't hold them for long. We need to find them. And quickly.
What do you propose?
We split into two parties.
Oh, that never ends well.
I will make for the Merchants' District, while you look to those across the river. Mind keeping an eye on my brother?
Not at all. We find the villa and try the servants' entrance.
Understood.
And what of us?
Mid, is she fit to sail?
The ship, the Mithril engine could probably do with a few more tweaks.
Then you better work fast. Even if we do reach the survivors in time, they'll never make it to the hideaway on foot.
You leave that to me.
See that Mid doesn't get herself into trouble, would you?
Think I can manage that?
I'll keep him safe.
Looks like you stuck with me, Byron.
That's Lord Rossfield, you little gutter snipe!
Shall we then?
And you keep Clive safe.
Be careful. Both of you.
It's goddammit, you better
You
not
too.
be held hostage again, Jill.
All right, Torgal. Let's find those survivors. They don't stand a chance against those things.
Chance. Wait, these guys aren't Akashic.
They're wearing crude armor.
These guys aren't. What are you talking about? Okay, what? Oh, it's one of the fucking ninjas. Hey, we're almost leveled. pulling them through all that. I appreciate it, bro. This still works. Oh, there he is.
Farewell.
Alright. You've hit 41. What is the level cap? I know that going into the next difficulty it actually lets us get to level 100. It's like, what are we starting with then? Going that way. What's a treasure around here? Someday I'll be able to actually breathe for freaking moves through all the particle effects. Almost broke 50,000 there. Okay, how many times does that hit? going up! Why are we casting or the god tier spells? Yeah, it doesn't look like I'm charging longer. Oh god. We've seen that one before. Let's say, come on, that's gotta be
where the city's leaders gather. There may still be survivors inside.
Dude. I think we already know the answer to that. That's the flamethrower one.
Where are they?
Where's the bodies? Up.
These creatures. His Ultima's reach extend this far.
Where are you aiming, Clyde?
What the hell is going on here? Where'd that come from?
Over here! This one.
Good for melee, not casters.
You've caused quite the commotion. But then I would expect no less from you, Muthos.
You again. I don't believe we've been introduced. You were in my family's crypt, and now you're here, with an army of Akashic thralls.
Manners, Lord Rossfield? They are men, like you and me. Albeit ones unburdened by the wills that drive our kind to madness. They are pure. They are divine.
What?
And they are all that remains in this once raucous city.
You'll pay for what you've done.
As you wish. I confess I have been very much looking forward to this. Pardon me this indulgence, Your Majesty. The vessel shall not be spoiled. I am Saintman of House Harvard, and you will yield. Or not. As long as you don't hold back.
Can't say shit. I see that under my feet. Okay. So it stops tracking after. Let's try.
You will forgive me if my performance seems uninspired. It is just that I expected so much more from our chosen one. Perhaps this will kindle your flame?
Barely hit me, dude.
Now, a gift from my liege lord's armory. Gungnir. Watch closely, Nilfos. Yes! Yes! Let's try.
Actually, I wouldn't.
Yeah, thanks for taking my eyes off the actual attack there, guys. Oh, what's that? Predator! That one you pushed in here. Freaking
Silent stone!
Enjoying yourself?
Get my boss up. Oh no, he already took it off. Dang it. Come on, just get staggered one more time. This fight's over. There we go. Great, we killed Odin's horse. That's a new one. Oh, Lord. Oh, it's kind of like his crap drop, I guess. Oncedophilus Telemon's timely resignation, sleep near Habard, served King Barnabas for the better part of a decade. Strictly, however, there are no records of a house Habard having ever existed in either Veldermark or on the southern continent, begging the question, whence exactly did he hail? Huh.
The vessel is strong. My liege.
Clive!
You're all right.
As are you, I see.
We are, yes.
I'm sorry, but we couldn't save them.
It was over before we arrived.
Well, you did what you could. I fear we were all too late. What's wrong?
Nothing. I hope.
Oh, hi, Odin.
Leaving so soon, Mythos?
It's the king.
Indeed. You may kneel before Barnabas Tharm, Warden of Ash and King of Walud.
Get back.
Having back-to-back boss fights, huh? Clive, why do you suck all of a sudden?
Wild and impetuous. I expected more of the boy who bested my Lord Commander. Yet I see why my master covets you so. The power within you, Mythos. The potential. Stop calling me Mythos. But Mythos is everything. The cornerstone of all creation. The Lord's vessel. Your purpose.
My purpose? To surrender my mind and body to that thing. No, Your Majesty. My purpose is my own. I made a promise to my friends, to my people. And nothing is going to stand in my way.
You would allow this delusion of free will to bar your path to greatness? Truly, your volition is a cancer. One that must be excised.
Try it.
Seriously, Clank, why do you suddenly suck so bad?
As all the rest.
Joshua!
Oi! Oi! This way! Hurry!
Poor girl grabbed her sword.
Power beyond reckoning, and they use it as a crutch. Such a waste.
Will he be all right?
The phoenix can mend flesh, but the spirit must recover on its own. I'm afraid the rest is up to him. This place is remarkable. Outfitting it must have been no small feat. But why go to such trouble?
That beauty's belly's filled with wonders the world ain't ready for. If the guilds caught wind of what we were up to, they'd all want a piece. All right?
And how is he? Do not blame yourself. He was barely breathing when you brought him here. We would have lost him if it were not for you.
No. Barnabas may have severed nigh every sinew in my brother's body. But he made certain the wounds were not fatal.
Nigh every sinew?
Allow me, your lordship. Don't know what I was thinking, putting you to the trouble like that.
'Tis no trouble carrying comestibles to my ailing nephew.
I know, but you've already done so much for us. Pouring your gil into the hideaway and now the ship. I don't want to take the piss.
You risked your life. And for what? Some girl you hardly know? Why'd you do it? You got mad or something?
I wouldn't go that far.
Clive!
You're awake, my boy. Oh.
All I want to do is help. And the world won't save itself. It was Sid. Your father, who taught me that.
Sounds like him.
Don't you dare do that again.
What of the Royalists?
Fucked off, the lot of them, along with the galleon. With the king on board, no doubt. The Einherjar wouldn't sail without him. Clive. Jill didn't come back.
What do you mean?
She kept the king busy while the others dragged you out.
It's all right, Mid. Jill is fine.
The ether of her icon endures. And as long as it does, we can be certain she is alive.
But as this is the destiny of old girlfriend, she has to be kidnapped.
We must pursue the Black Galleon.
He also has to die
Jill will be
later,
with the
so
king.
you know we get
I'm
her
sure of
Shiva.
it.
Well, good luck catching him, because my ship's going nowhere. It's the Mithril engine. She's got a kick like a wild chocobo and a mind to tear the hull in half.
But you have an idea.
Well, of course I do. My dad'll have seen this coming a league off. If I had his old writings...
If you had his old writings, you'd be sitting under a fuckload of rubble. The ones Otto didn't save anyway. I suppose you might still have a few pages in his stores.
We'll have to hope it's enough. Do what you can to ready the ship. I'll speak with Otto.
In your condition, you really are mad.
Perhaps. But the world really won't save itself.
Back to the hideaway.
All right. Gav said that Otto might know something.
Cole said it was an army of Akash.
How are we supposed to do our duty when the hills are...
Clive? But if you're here, where the hell is everyone else? Don't tell me.
They're all right. But it's a long story.
One we need to fit the black for.
You lot don't do things by halves, do you? Well, at least everyone's still breathing. Now, as for these writings, I'm sorry to say, Clive, but if you had those, you'd be...
Sitting under a pile of rubble, I know.
But we were able to save a few bits and pieces from the ruins, most of which ended up being used to build this place. The more personal items we gave to the next of kin. In the case of Sid's things, that would have been Mid.
Then I'll check the workshop.
Father like daughter. The dread comet. Cycle down Mechia. Tabor speak of wild choke about the hunts not only the nearby balance, but also their dreams, where it exhibits a ferocity rarely seen in the species, has ripped more than a dozen of their comrades from gizzard to groin and feast on their flesh. There's far past Damien must need to be put down. This is the only one, right? I didn't just accidentally like skim over too much, right? Okay, no I didn't. Is Dion still asleep?
If Amber and the Lazarus are gone, do you think Mid's ship will ever sail?
Sorry. Grabbing my water bottle. Accidentally bumped the mic.
This looks like it's from Sid's old diary. But you'll already have read it. I'd better keep looking. What do we have here? Oh, Sid's pipes. Something
Pipes?
tells me
Do
Mid
you
won't
mean
be needing
cigars?
these. I remember seeing this doll in Sid's cellar. I wonder if it was Mid's.
Of course.
Tucked inside it.
Riddle, I know you like your riddles, but I reckon you'll appreciate this one. All my invention, this one's the best, and so when choosing its place of rest, I recalled your opus, daughter dearest, and now it sleeps there in the first. Gonna have to work on that last rhyme. Good luck!
Sid's best invention. Huh. That sounds promising. So Sid hid something in Mid's first opus. What with that?
Oh, the
Perhaps
water
I'll
tape
find out.
purifiers? Oh, we're supposed to talk to Otto. Never mind.
Well, did you find anything?
Possibly. You wouldn't happen to know what Mid's first opus was?
Opus? That girl's as tone deaf as a bench.
It means invention.
Unless you mean the orchestrion. She couldn't have been more than, what, 11, 12 when she cobbled that thing together? It surprised us all. Not least her dad. You should have seen how proud he was of the little scamp. What's that battered old box have to do with anything?
I think Sid may have hidden something inside it.
Wouldn't surprise me. Those two and their bloody treasure hunts. Half the things in the hideaway were hidden one time or another.
Cole said it was an army of Akashi.
Oh, hey. Things are being sold.
I didn't break it. Well, I didn't break it.
What didn't you break?
Nothing. We didn't break nothing. We definitely didn't break the orchestrion.
What's wrong with it?
It's broken. Except when it isn't. See?
And you had nothing to do with this?
Nope. Nothing. We just wanted to listen to all the songs at once. So we pressed all the buttons. Like this. See?
All too well. All right, out of the way. Something caught on one of the gears.
Did you break it? Can you fix it?
No, I mean, yes. There. How about now?
You fixed it! Sid fixed it!
I'm as surprised as you are.
He more than fixed it. Yeah, new music.
Huh. Never heard this one before.
They started playing when I removed this. Whatever it is.
Well, don't look at me. I can tell you it's important, though. Sid showed it to me once and said as much. Said it was the stuff dreams were made of. Let's just hope it's the stuff ships are made of as well.
Indeed. Let's see if we can make some dreams come true.
I guess this is what we need.
Just the two I was looking for.
Aye. Who's a patient?
Actually, yes. The Crown Prince just left.
Dion left?
Unless you've another word for stood up and walked off. Yes, left.
Really need to start
He did
telling
have
your
the
patients
decency
down.
to leave a message with Obelisk before commandeering one of his dinghies. Should we go after him?
No. We're not the Prince's keepers. He's free to do as he sees fit.
I'd rather he did so in bed. His wounds are nowhere near healed. Much like yours, I suspect. Otto told me what happened in Canver. What is it with this realm's princes and their aversion to rest?
Ask me when I get back. Though I may be sometime.
Then at least try to stay safe.
And if that fails, try to stay alive, eh?
So one is try to stay dead.
Every moment I waste here, the further the flagship sails. I have to get back.
Still alive, are you? Go on, then.
Oh, hey.
It'd better all be
Oh,
here.
no weapon upgrade. Probably be
You'll not find a
upgraded
better
too.
price than that. You're rubbing me blind, you know.
Like, it's been forever since I've actually picked up some new, like, armor pieces and stuff.
Come again. Or don't.
Oh, goddamn
I'm
it.
not much
another
bothered
side
either
quest.
way.
That's a +1 too.
What do you want?
Like anything else, you know, like special has been re-added.
Yeah, that should do you.
Whirl whiskers, huh?
My best work, but it'll do.
Of course, it takes what's his face as insignia thing.
That should do you. You can thank me later. My best work, but it'll do. You can thank me later. And?
Three more side quests have popped up. Sweet Jesus.
He's a surly soaker.
Is it just me, or does it feel like we've been hitting a lot more side quests in this section of the game than in the others?
Sid, do you recall the flowers I had you bring back to the yard?
Vaguely. Is something wrong?
I'm afraid so. I was able to get most of the Morganbeards to take root, but they rarely flower. I fear the soil here does not agree with them. However, I believe I have a solution.
I can't wait to hear it.
I'm going to marry the Morganbeards with Morbles. I know, but hear me out. Morbles are possessed of a highly choleric temperament. The fire which drives them appears to be maintained by an abundance of nutrient-rich ether drawn from their environs. I believe that by grafting a Morble vine to a Morganbeard, the appendage's wealth of vigor-inducing nutrients might well stimulate the flower to bloom. The endeavor, I assure you, is scientifically sound. I simply need a vine to prove the theory.
I think we found our side quest that'll get me the Morble tentacle we need for that
is a single vine from an
item.
ordinary Morble.
That is correct. A single vine. As for the Morble, I fear ordinary may not suffice. But, as luck would have it, a most extraordinary specimen is rumored to haunt the swamps of Rosaria. Why, a notice concerning this very creature was only recently posted on the hunt board.
How timely.
Well, I shan't keep you any longer. I know you have much to do, as do I. Now, where did I put my watering can?
Sir, can I have some Morble? Certainly not expecting an Oliver Twist reference, but sure. Go with that. And there's two over yonder.
Cole said it was an army of Akashi.
All right, Clive. Blackthorn told me you helped him out again. Tough for that. Speaking of which, I'm actually a bit,
Worried about him. And you want my advice.
Here we go again.
afraid so. It's a bit of a funny one, this, but I saved this posh knob while I was out on a mission, and he gave me this flashy ring to say thank you. So, obviously, I show it to Blackthorn, thinking he'll be impressed, only for him to go white as a sheet and quiet as a curl instead. Try as I might, I can't for the life of me work out what could have got him upset like that. And seeing as how Blackthorn opens up when you're around, I thought maybe...
I'd speak to him again. Well, I suppose there's no point leaving him to stew.
Especially since it's like giving me something nice.
I'll be sure to pay him a
New
visit as
recipes
soon
or
as I have a
something.
moment.
All right, I'll meet you by the forge then. You come along when you're ready.
Your brother isn't a fan of. Oh, it's Carrot! There's a red carrot protruding from the marshes of Three Reeds. So we're doing an attempt to pull it from the swampy soil. Is in truth another root vegetable entirely, an exotic species of Morble that uses modified carrot-like vines as a lure to draw its prey close, or emerging from the earth and swallowing them whole. A cruel way for nature to turn these times of privation to her advantage. Alright. Lower ranked than the frickin' Dread Comet.
She can't keep. Glory to Griga. There you are. And not a moment too soon.
What's happened?
Taya's busy working herself into an early grave. Since the arrival of her latest patient, she's refused to stop, even for a moment. I've tried offering to see to him in her stead, but she won't hear of it. Clive, she hasn't left the infirmary in days. She's pushing herself too hard. And if she doesn't rest soon, will you talk to her?
order her to her chambers if that's what it takes. Because if she keeps this up, I fear the hideaway will be without its best visitor before too long.
I know better than to order Tyre to do anything, but I'll speak to her.
Thank you. I pray you have better luck than I did.
Well, Tyre, Rodriguez worried about you. And if what he says is true, then so am I. We all admire your dedication, but you do need to rest.
I will, when it's time. Until then, I'm staying put. We owe him that much.
Who is he?
Someone from my past. Someone who doesn't deserve to die alone. It won't be much longer. The crystal's curse has almost finished its work. If I had the tears, I could ease his passing. But without them, we've nothing that will touch the agony of those last few hours.
How would tears help this man?
Not my tears. Tears of mercy. Alicia. It's the only thing strong enough.
You wouldn't, Tyre. Surely. There must be something we can do for him.
Sometimes an easy death is the greatest kindness we can offer. You do well to remember that, Rodriguez.
I will. We have all the ingredients we need for Alicia Balwam. It needs to be fresh, though, so we rarely have much to hand. I can make the draft if you can bring me what we're missing.
Just tell me what you need.
There is a species of venom-weeping spider that lives in the forests of Norvent, near Lorbert's Pass. Bring me one of their eyes. Preserve it as best you can, but avoid contact with the tears. I'll make sure the other ingredients are ready before you return.
Thank you, Clive. I won't forget this.
Guess I'll add it to the list. The Mightling, huh?
Cole said it was an army of Akashi.
Hey, Blackthorn, my buddy, my pal, what's up again?
Bloody hell, Clive. Not this again. Oh, ain't you got better things to do with your time?
Yes,
That
but time
remains to
doesn't
be
pass
seen.
unless I wanted to.
August tells me he showed you a ring, and that the sight of it clearly upset you. Would you mind telling us why?
Come on, mate. Bottling it up ain't gonna help no one. If it weren't the ring, and it was something I said, then I'm sorry.
It was the ring, right? It brought back some unhappy memories, that's all. Memories better left forgotten.
Memories of what?
There are things we'd all rather leave behind, Blackthorn. But sometimes it helps to talk about them.
And sometimes it doesn't. Is that so hard to understand?
Don't be like that.
Fine. If it'll get you off my back. That ring you flashed was the work of Zoltan.
I wish I was big.
Back in the day.
You've never mentioned him before.
Why would I? Ain't seen him in decades, and the last time I did, we almost came to blows. The ring brought it all back. I could tell it was one of his the moment I saw it. Bastard's improved, though. More than I thought possible. That thing's a work of art.
So it was a nice ring. Worth a few gil, maybe. What's it matter to you?
It matters because engraving metal's a nightmare, and I've got no bloody idea how he managed it. The fact is, I couldn't make anything even half that detailed.
So what? You're an armorer, not a jeweler.
I'm the Hideaway's master craftsman. I'm not stealing a living at some backwater village forge. My armor keeps you lot safe, and my swords keep you dangerous. As far as I'm concerned, every swing of my hammer's another blow struck in the name of our cause.
So I put my heart and soul into my work. Because the curse breakers deserve better than second best. And I refuse to be shown up by the likes of Zoltan.
Very well. Why don't we go and pay him a visit? Learn his secret.
I doubt he'd be too happy to see me.
Then just this once. Make peace with being second best. Swallow your pride, and focus all your energies on the task at hand. Keeping the curse breakers armed and armored. Provided you can do that, you'll hear no complaints from me. But if you can't, and it's going to distract you, we need to do something about it.
What'd you say, Blackthorn? You know he's right. And it's not like you'll be going alone.
All right.
Magic. So, where do you reckon old what's-his-name is then? Zoltan, was it?
In Dravozd, my old village. He won't have left. He's the chief.
Dravozd, eh? That rings a bell.
Yeah, that's that
Not
locked
far
off
from
town we've
Tabor,
never been
right?
able to go into.
Just north of the fields of Carava. Got that, Clive? Meet us at Dravozd as soon as you can, yeah? And I'll make sure Blackthorn don't get cold feet.
Good luck with that. I'll see you there.
Okay, then. Okay. First thing was like, it's gonna tell us, hey, don't go here yet, or like, won't be able to go back or something. Orange carrot-like tendrils in the... Never mind. Didn't even see the tendrils.
Couldn't have been just any more, could it? All right then. This way.
I don't think I can block that. Come on. That definitely hit me. do that for some reason. You could've just like ran through me there. Start burrowing that shrub. It can in fact be parried. Oh, I thought he like jumped through me. He's going to do it again.
Waken wins!
That much everybody. On the fact that you're after. Oh, damn it. I did not mean to use a proportion. I was trying to score goal. Oh, I thought it was starting to dig. And dead. There's the flower and tendril. You don't with my ears yet, Kiva.
That was definitely anything but ordinary. Now, let's get this.
Kind of surprised they let us get the Travased, like, obelisk so early. What? Oh.
Kicked out already?
No. This charmer ain't letting anyone through.
Why are the gates closed?
Chief's orders. No one's allowed in without his say-so. Not that I'd have let you in anyway. You look like trouble. I suggest you go home.
That's what I'm trying to do,
really
you little
voice
prick.
acting.
Ain't changed a bit, have you, Snotty?
No. It isn't. Blackthorn.
Long time no see, eh?
What the hell are you doing here?
Well, it was meant to be a surprise, but since you are so nicely, I'm here to see Zoltan, you fucking numbskull. Now let us through.
All right. Just don't go starting anything with the chief.
Yeah, I'll promise I won't throw the first punch. That good enough for you?
Go on then.
Much obliged.
So this is Dravosht. Not much going on, is there?
It's a smithing town. When I was a lad, you'd have to shout to be heard over the sound of hammer on anvil. Clive, you're good with people. You speak to Zoltan.
I'm good with people?
You ain't backing out now, are you?
There's a river of bad blood between me and the chief. But if someone can build me a bridge, then I'll cross it.
All right. I'll see what I can do.
I appreciate it. He'll be near the forge on the hill. It was our master's. He'd have inherited it when I left.
The forge on the hill.
Good luck. You'll be needing it.
But if we can't fire the forges, how are we going to earn our keep?
Mama,
Hotter! Hotter, damn it! Those miserable flames wouldn't melt butter, let alone iron.
Pardon the intrusion. I'm looking for the chief.
That'd be me.
It's a pleasure to meet you.
I'll bet it is. Keep the gates closed, I tell him. Well done, Snotty. You're not welcome here. Get out. Before things turn nasty.
Blackthorn's here.
What did you say?
He's traveled a long way to see you.
Yes, has he?
He's waiting. Down by the gates.
Then I suggest you take him with you when you leave.
Didn't you apprentice together?
So what if we did?
Fuck! We're getting nowhere. These bearers' flames are next to bloody useless.
We're never going to be able to fire up the forges unless we can find some new crystals.
I'm a busy man, as you can see, so do me a favor and piss off. Oh, and if you're struggling to find your way out, ask Blackthorn. That prick knows exactly where the exit is. He's not wanted here. And neither are you.
All right. I'm going.
Please, Chief, you've got to do something.
Ah, lovely. Was that about us being great with people?
Let me guess. Zoltan told you to piss off.
As a personal favor to him, yes.
Well, at least he didn't beat about the bush.
There'll be no talking him round. Not after what I did.
Which is what exactly? If we're to help, we need to know. What turned the village against you?
I left. Dravozd. Zoltan. The burden of leadership our dying master dropped in our laps. All of it. There are two kinds of smiths in this world, you see. My kind, who are in it for the love of the craft, who labour on a single piece from dawn to dusk to get it just right. And the other kind, who are in it for different reasons. People like Zoltan, whose work is quick and cheap. The kind of smiths who shit out a few hundred blades, reap the profit, and divvy it out among themselves. There wasn't a single day we weren't at each other's throats. And bit by bit, people started taking sides. You would have torn Dravozd in half had it gone on. So, I left.
You didn't have to do that.
Zoltan's a better chief than I would have been. His way of doing things kept food on people's tables. Dravozd prospered without me and my lofty ideals getting in the road. Until the crystals run out at any rate. Without magic to fire the furnaces, this place is as good as dead.
It depends on how you look at it, though. There's got to be other ways of making fire. We manage it in the Deadlands.
Thanks to Sid's ingenuity, yeah. He saw all of this coming. Knew crystals were the problem, not the solution. And spent years coming up with ways of doing without.
You know what I mean, though, right? Where there's a will, there's a way. What I'm trying to say is that it's not your fault. You couldn't have predicted this.
It doesn't matter whose fault it is. I don't want to be the greatest smith alive just because I happen to be the last. Clive. Dravozd won't last long without its furnaces. So, do you think it's time we shared Sid's bellows with the world? way I see it, it's your decision to make.
Hold on, Blackthorn. Sid made those things for us. They give us an edge over the rest. And you'd be throwing it away.
All right. Do it. This place was your home. I won't abandon it to its fate. Sid's creations were never meant to be hoarded. It was only ever a matter of time before we shared them. Let this be another step on the road to freeing Valisthea from the prison of the Crystal's blessing. Dravost will show the world that it's possible. Wouldn't you agree, August?
When you put it that way, of course. It's like hearing Sid speak from beyond the grave.
Thank you, Clive.
Shall I go and fetch the plans, then?
I know I'm off by heart. I'll be needing some help, though. Building a furnace isn't exactly a one-man job. Do us a favour and round up anyone strong enough to lug a brick or two, would you, August?
All right, then.
And I've got a job for you too, Clive. Finding me some salamander skin. I need leather for the bellows and nothing else will withstand the heat. Luckily for us, salamanders feed out in the fields of Carava.
Time for a spot of hunting, then.
Where are we going? Oh, dead center, Lex.
Fly,
Did Brutus just like walk out of that wall? I think Ambrosia's holding out on us.
No holding back.
What you talking about, Clive? We're not even fighting. Seriously? Does this thing not... Okay. Okay, there we go.
Let's make this quick, shall we? You deserve a rest.
Holy crap, this sucker's dying fast. No idea what it's doing. That. Screwed it all up. Easy.
I did.
Back we go, and do you have something for sale? Gonna guess an orchestrion?
What's this all about, then?
Don't know. Any trouble finding the skin?
Nothing I couldn't handle.
There should be plenty. Right then, time to put these louds to work. If everyone pulls their weight, we'll be finished in no time.
Well, I'll be damned. I honestly didn't think it'd work. But it's hot enough, all right. and without a single crystal in sight.
You know what this means, don't you?
I do, yeah. Dravost is saved.
I think about it.
Sorry
Why isn't
about
Lubor
earlier.
complaining about that?
I take back everything I said. That thing you built us is an honest-to-God's marvel. You saved our village.
It's Blackthorn you should be thanking. He oversaw the construction.
Give this to him, would you?
What is it?
Pit Cole's cinders. After he left, I spent years trying to eke the most out of our forges. That there was my answer. Chuck it in the fire, and your forge will burn hotter for longer, which will do wonders for your steel. Our secret for yours. Only fair. I've always envied Blackthorn. Since the day I became chief, I spent every spare moment trying to match up to the bastard. No amount of sleepless nights at the anvil will ever bridge that gap, though. He's a genius. Plain and simple. The man Dravost needed.
I'm going to pause after every statement.
He took all his talent and left. Gifted and free. Is it any wonder I hate his guts?
The cinders would mean more coming from you.
I need to forgive him first. And that's not gonna happen.
Well, you know what they say. Oriflamme weren't built in a day and all that. These things take time. Especially when they involve two geezers who hold grudges tighter than their hammers. But what matters is, Blackthorn's got that twinkle back in his eye. And I'd call that a job well done.
So would I.
I reckon he's going to be at it a while yet, though, so why don't you head off without us? I'll see that the old git gets home safe and sound.
See that you both do. I'll save the cinders till then.
All right. It'll be a nice little surprise for him.
Alrighty, so... well, most of them done. Guess Lost Wing is the closest one to the Mightlings. We never do the side quest stuff for Lost Wing. Would that mean the town doesn't actually get destroyed or something? It's off to the northeast. Huh. Tip of the blade on the sword we got looks kind of funky. Huh. Interesting design. Goes inward instead of outwards. Oh, no chocobo yet.
Not here. No use calling Ambrosia now.
Why is this an issue that Lost Wing has? At this point, might as well just run it. It's right over there. Get out of here, look at my abilities and decide what other stuff I want to put on.
Rodrigo could have mentioned his spiders would be the size of curls.
Spiders? Really Easy peasy. Spider Eye. Creature from which the sword was plucked is of the order commonly known as Weeping Widows. Venom is produced not in the salivary gland, but in the tear duct. They are wont to spin their webs in shaded bowers or the roofs of dark caves and rain their paralytic tears upon any animal unlucky enough to pass beneath them. Prey, once rendered immobile, is bound in gossamer silk for later consumption. Lovely. I guess we'll do the infirmary first. Kinda
Paul
closest.
said it was an army of Akashi.
Thank goodness you're back. Talia looks like she's about to collapse.
Is this what you needed?
Speak up, you're barely talking. Why does everybody love whispering so much?
Yes, it is. Thank you, Clive. I'm loath to give a patient Alicia, but Talia's right. Sometimes it's all we can do. A single dose dulls even the most agonizing pain, and all other sensation with it. It may be a gentle way to die, but it is death nonetheless. I wish there was another way.
How are you feeling?
Light, mid-here. Drifting on waves.
Good. Just relax. Let the waves carry you to a better place.
Thank you, Talia. I'm so proud of you.
He's gone. Thank you, Rodrigue. And you, Clive?
I'll see that he's properly laid to rest.
The man you helped today was my mentor, back in the Southern Isles, on the front lines of some meaningless war. I was still a child when they shipped me to their triage tents, to treat the wounded with my gift. But in such blighted lands, I was next to useless. Until he taught me the true physicker's art, that is.
An art we would be lost without.
Tears of mercy were his gift to the bearers of the world. A respite from the agony of the curse's end.
And a kindness Sid would have approved of.
You know as well as I what life is like for a bearer soldier. Marched from one battle to the next, never knowing which might be your last. A commander may care nothing for the bearer spent in his service. But my mentor's gift gave the dying one fleeting moment of tranquility before the end. I've no tears left, Clive. I've seen too many of my friends taken. Something needs to change. And we need to be the ones to change it.
And we will. I promise.
I hope so.
More fangs and ash, huh? You have over 1,000 of the stuff.
If Amber and the Lazarus are gone.
Miss Shirley, how can we learn to be clever?
Probably be faster just go to Blackthorn first.
Sid! Heard you were in Canberra fetching young Ned.
He's a surly soaker. Who cares less for us?
Gentlemen, I see you both made it home in one piece.
Yeah, well, we didn't want to outstay our welcome. The whole village turned out for a go on the bellows after you left. Everyone except Zoltan has. Didn't see hide nor hair of him.
Oh, but that reminds me. I have something for you.
The black shards recently removed from equally sooty black depths of the Dravos mine. Scattering them over a fire produces a hot crimson flame. For what effect the substance has long been highly prized by desert fortune tellers looking to strike the fear of the inferno into superstitious clients.
Pico Cinder. How'd you come by this? And you're sure he wanted me to have it?
I'm sure. He didn't say so, but I think he wants to forgive you.
Huh. Imagine that. Yeah. You know I could never leave this place, don't you? Every time you put on mail, you and the curse breakers are trusting me with your lives. There's no greater honor for a smith than that. I'm not about to go crawling back to Zoltan for forgiveness, but I will make good use of his cinder. And if that helps save even a single life, then he'll have my gratitude. What was it you said he called me? Huh? A genius? And he spent sleepless night trying to copy me, did he? Sounds like I better get to work. I've got a reputation to uphold.
It's good to see you back on form, Blackthorn.
I don't know how you pair put up with me sometimes, but I'm grateful all the same. Now, where was I? Oh yeah, about to put Zoltan back in his place.
Take the keepers back. Yeah, you
Ain't got the art to tell him how similar they are. Stubborn bastards.
A little healthy competition should be good for him.
You're not wrong. Still, it's a shame him and Zoltan couldn't let bygones be bygones. No use grumbling about it now, though. Blackthorn's happy. Or as near to happy as he gets. That's good enough for me.
Yep. Kiba. Kiba. You calm down. Another Ouroboros item. I did hear you can't make the ultimate weapon until New
What
Game
do I owe the
Plus.
honor?
I have no idea what the
So
best we're gonna be getting is. Stone tongue. Oh, comet feather. I think I know where we get that.
That it?
We must be getting close to the end, given the fact that this feels like, you know, the ultimate endgame type equipment.
He's a surly soaker.
Not sure where we get the stone tongue, though. What do you think, Kiva? You know? Easy fluffy bud. Easy fluffy bud.
Sid, I can't help but notice that your satchel is twitching in a most violent manner.
Here. It's your problem now.
What an amazing specimen. The flesh positively throbs with
Don't
vitality.
say throb.
If I can successfully graft this to the Morganbeards... When I successfully graft this to the Morganbeards, I suspect the results will be immediate. I shall begin at once.
So it's going to give us upgrade to our potions or to our... Well, it's probably going to be for our potions. I don't think this will be upgrading our inventory capacity.
It is just as I hoped. Witness how the Morganbeards have taken to the blighted soil. how they bloom with heretofore unseen vigor. Why, I dare say such a vine graft would yield similar results when applied to other specimens as well.
I'm glad I could be of assistance.
You've not only helped us, Sid, you've saved us. Do you recall the extract with which I provided you before? I took a moment to distill some more, but this time with the petals from the invigorated Morganbeards. And would you believe? Its potency has nearly doubled. You must accept this vial as thanks for your assistance. The rest, I shall give to Taya.
Figured. Please, are gonna have some more wolf. God. Said no one ever. Wait, maximized? Yep. Like I mean, it basically said 28%, 56% from high potions. Nice. Let's give it last for 108 seconds, 72. I do not actually have any of the Lionheart potions. Alright, before running off. Oh, I just mean ending stream basically. Let's go check with Desiree again. There are reps doing after all that side questing.
Sid! Heard you were in Canva fetching young Ned.
If Amber and the Lazarus are gone.
Go. Aha. We haven't gotten some new. I'm not talking to you. God damn it.
Think you can help?
How may I help you today, Clive?
You know, a blazing beacon. Clutch mine? Unexpected surplus in Delamil's stores and... Oh, hey, Victor! Now it's a means of showing the town's grade for past assistance has expressed their distinct wish that one Lord Underhill partake in their good fortune.
You earned this.
Up here's the last few. Genji gloves. We'll get to see what it is. Ring of the Swift Shot. Huh.
Best of luck out there, Sid.
Well, I guess we'll have to figure those out later. So, I guess with that, thank y'all for coming on out. I hope you'll join me again next time where hopefully we kill Odin. Really expected to do it this time, but oh well. Either way, see